Alright, and we're back with one of the final episodes of Soul Calibur 2 walkthrough.
I'm on a charade.
Or Acturus, as his real name is.
With Nightmare's weapon.
Wait, was that a shield? Oh no, that wasn't a shield.
Dang it. Did that this morning too. On the way to the dungeon. On the road to Damascus, I don't know.
The road to Damascus.
Speaking of overpowered weapons, we've got all the Soul Calibur weapons now, by the way.
Ah, that's good. Now that we have all these Soul Calibur weapons, we can choose between them and use them.
The overpowered Damascus sword.
Well, he is the Slayer of Heroes. Wonder what level that title is. Because we are Grand Edge Master of the Basilisk.
No, I almost had him. I was going to throw him off the stage.
So close. Maybe all the floating Navis were just waiting to help you, but it was too late.
Yeah. The wave of darkness prevented her from getting close.
Ah, yes.
Hey, listen!
Versus Charade.
Again.
The Slayer of Heroes.
With the same weapon. Again.
But it's Soul Edge.
Oh, he had Soul Edge last time, but it was just a two-player Soul Edge instead of the one player.
Yes. I gotta admit, it's still not as cheap as Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I mean, at the end you fight this boss that like reincarnates himself in 3 different forms and is virtually undefeatable.
Great.
Yeah, I know. It's really hard. And then you have to reselect a character each time, so you can't beat it all the way through. And get achievements. It's really, really irritating. My quest for achievements is never satisfied.
He earned it. That's all I'm going to say is he earned it.
Yeah, he deserved it.
I'm only going to do it if they earned it, and he earned it.
So where is all this gold coming from anyway? Was there like a chest over there, or did we just like take Charade's wallet and completely clean him out?
I guess. I don't know.
Room 1 of 500 million. Conquer this uncharted dungeon.
Even though we just got through with it.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's uncharted if we just finished it.
Alright, young son.
I was not trying to pull out the bow and arrow right there. I don't know why he did that. Okay, that time I pulled it on purpose. I actually almost got somebody with it. Like, actually angling it down and getting somebody in the leg. I almost got Cassandra with it, but she shielded it.
Huh. I can imagine her hopping on one foot comically. It's hilarious. Oh, Maxie. Maxie is a pretty cheap character, I've got to say, because he, like, kills you so fast. Especially on, like, super ultra hard difficulty.
Yeah, it's because he's so fast.
Yeah, it's like...
That's really...
Who's dead?
It's like really the only thing he's got going for him is his speed, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like, and a lot of his special attacks are working. Or his grabs.
Yeah, like, Talum's fast and she doesn't do a lot of damage, but she's got really good combos. His combos are kind of, like, not that good.
Yeah, Talum and her combos of, like... I don't know. Oh.
I'm gonna guess everybody's using their Soul Calibur weapons in this one, because that's what everybody's done so far.
Well, that would make sense. He's dead already, gosh. Talk about kicking a guy while he's down.
The sad thing is, though, is like, his Soul Calibur weapon is really, really long, so it's good for range, but if you get up close to him, he can't really do anything.
Mm-hmm. That is kind of sad. Final battle. Wait.
Oh, great.
Don't think you're a special assassin. You're just a clone of Yun Sung. Maybe that's his story. He's from an alternate universe.
Possibly.
Where Berserker's even worse than Astaroth.
He was the alpha or beta version of the character from Assassin's Creed. I don't know.
I don't know.
They made him actually look like an assassin and have the name Assassin, but then they changed it. Oh look, it's the guy that got a ring
I
out
thought that
on
was-
himself.
I thought that was the Prince of Persia character.
Well, that would work too.
Has yet to have a name except for in the movie version, which most Prince of Persia fans are yet to accept as canon.
The movie wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't the best movie I've seen, but it wasn't the worst either.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of in the middle.
I kind of didn't like the fact that spoilers, it all never happens.
Yeah, I know.
Spoilers. We totally ruined a movie for you guys. Let's just go on and ruin every movie ever.
Snape kills Dumbledore. No.
Darth Vader is Luke's father, and let's see. Bruce Willis is a ghost.
Madison, Shay, Jimmy, and Abner, the only four to escape the island.
Yes.
Kind of wish Booth had made it, but no, he went stupidly shot himself.
Wait, this is Lost, right?
No, this is Harper's Island.
Oh.
He was my favorite character too. I was like, yeah, great. My favorite character is also the dumbest one apparently, because he's the only person that actually killed him. Well, no, that's not true. Chloe kind of killed herself.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
She kind of did, but she actually did it on purpose.
She kind of killed herself on purpose.
Well, because her lover died, so she
that's
suicided.
That's terrible. It's awful. I'm kind of drawing up a blank on movie spoilers.
Yeah, I know.
I'm serious. I'm like getting nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Green, he killed Mr. Body. Mr. Green killed Mr. Body.
What about Godzilla? I don't know if there's really a
There
spoiler.
wasn't a spoiler. in
Yeah, there's
there.
not really a
Oh
spoiler.
wait. Godzilla has babies, and at least in the 1990 whatever movie starring Matthew Broderick.
Never gets old. So once we beat this one and one more, we'll be 1/3 of the way done with this dungeon.
Yeah. Oh, the smoke monster is really a guy named something, and he's really a dude who can turn into smoke. I'm sorry, that whole last season of Lost thing completely confused me.
I don't know, I never watched it. My mom was like a fanatic of it, but I watched like 3 episodes. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to get into this halfway. It's already done.
Yeah, halfway is not good. Watching the first episode is amazing. It's like Jack's eye, and it's like, whoa! Opens. It opens. His eye opens on camera. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh. The 10th chicken!
He's dead.
Which is annoying because I was destroying him the entire match and then he hits me once and I go off the stage.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I think that Japanese games are a lot cheaper than regular American games. I think they just like more of a challenge because they're so much smarter than us.
Probably. That's why we have Ocarina of Time Master Quest, where everything is reversed and enemies do double the damage they normally do.
But it is Japanese too. Because Link is a Japanese character.
Ah, should have shielded.
Technically.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
It's funny watching the Master Quest stuff, like people on Zelda are playing it, they're like, I got killed by a gold skeleton.
So, yeah, that's really sad.
Well, because they, like, there's one in the Great Deku Tree, and you've only got 3 hearts, and in the regular game it does a heart of damage, so in Master Quest it does 2 hearts.
Ugh.
So it's actually pretty deadly.
Just use your, no, you can't really do that. You don't have your slingshot yet, do you? At that point?
No, you don't. Not at that point. You got the compass. Well, wait,
The
maybe
compass.
you do.
Maybe you can throw the compass at it. I remember the slingshot. Throw the compass at it.
Or like the Wind Waker joke, beat it with the telescope. You only need the telescope like once in the game, and that's whenever you get it. That's the only time you really have to use it. It's like the worst item in the game.
Final battle. Fight.
Can't believe I'm that
It's
close.
like gold in Minecraft. I mean, you don't really need it. It doesn't really do much of anything.
Speaking of Wind Waker, I gotta show you later why I don't like those 4 masters, because I've actually done the Earth Temple now, so you can see what they look like.
Ugh, what is that? Oh, and also in this alternate universe I mentioned before, Cassandra is Lizard Man.
Yeah.
You're
Couldn't you
asking
tell the
how?
resemblance normally?
Oh yes. Oh, yes. You're asking how? Well, beats me. Zelda became a man
For several months.
for several months. I mean, nothing is impossible for these people.
The almighty.
I mean, Link's died like how many times in this project, and yet he came back to life repeatedly.
You know, in video games, I really haven't questioned the death and coming back to life storylines because it's used so often. Like in Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
Oh, by the way, if you guys haven't watched Nintendo Capri Sun's Blind LP of Conker's Bad Fur Day, the death thing is so funny at the beginning. Whenever you die for the first time, you meet this Grim Reaper guy, and he like looks on his little list. He's like, "Oh, great, you're one of those special cases. You're like one of the cats. You know, if you have multiple tails, you can just keep coming back to life." It was just like really funny.
Yeah, sounds like it.
It's a rated M game, but that was back, you know, whenever there was no T rating. It was just, you know, like E for everybody or M for mature.
Really? Huh. Well, people... he totally...
Went off the stage. That's what he did.
Yeah,
Haha.
that's what he did.
We'll stab his corpse with a sword.
Yeah, and then we'll follow him off the edge of the ravine, killing him as we both fall to our death.
Yeah.
Much like the fight between the Balrog and Gandalf.
Yeah.
Bah! I am Ian McKellen!
I'm glad that didn't work, because that would have been really bad. He would have done a lot of damage to me if that had hit. Alright, so are we at the bottom yet?
I bet the computer controlling this game is getting really angry.
Yeah.
And we beat, like, 4 characters with the same move.
Battle. Fight.
Ah, it's Iron Man.
I loved the first Iron Man movie. I haven't seen the second one, but the first one was
The second
fantastic.
one wasn't too good. Oh, Iron Man spoiler. The guy who says he's like his father's best friend is really a bad guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the spoiler about the first movie. I totally ruined it for everybody. Second Iron Man movie wasn't too good. It was like, at first he's like, oh, I'm about to die. And then the second part was like, oh, you're not about to die. We can give you the resources to create something where you won't die. And then he says, and then it turns out that his dad never listened to him or even liked him. And which was completely
Off topic or something?
yeah, off topic. I mean, do we really care about your relationship with your father, Tony Stark? No, we really don't.
Aww. I was waiting for her health to go down, because that's one of the Soul Calibur weapons that actually lowers your health instead of
I see.
bringing it back up.
I thought Sung Mina was an evil character.
She's mean, she's cheap, but she's not evil.
Well, maybe she's like Ivy. You think she's evil,
Battle.
but she's not.
Possibly.
Of course, I naturally assumed that people in video games who dress like exotic dancers are evil, but then I realized that every woman in a video game dresses like an exotic dancer, so...
That kind of ruined that theory.
So maybe they're all evil inside.
Yeah.
Except for Zelda, because she doesn't dress like an exotic dancer. She dresses in cross-dressing. I'm sorry, I just can't get over that. It's just so strange. You win!
600 gold and nothing else.
Exactly.
Great job, Joy. Just remember that you're nothing without me. Nothing!
You know what I say? I say the bird's the word.
Yeah. Destroy her left, right, and center.
The best strategy there is.
When all else fails, kick and aim for the head.
Conquer this uncharted dungeon.
Or as Harold would say in the World Tour finale, the Kiwis! Go for the Kiwis!
I don't get his costume here with the ever-beating heart.
Yeah, neither did I. That was his costume in Legends, too.
It's kind of strange, though. I mean...
Yeah, it is.
What if he was a Mortal Kombat guest character?
That could be interesting.
Yeah, the exposed heart would be completely ripped out.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Oh, look, it's Cassandra's third costume.
Cassandra, Viking style.
Yeah, it is Viking style. I thought she was Greek.
She is, but it looks like a Viking hat to me. Even though true Viking hats didn't have horns on it, but still.
Yeah, they just made that up for movies and stuff, I guess.
Hooray for warping of the historical timeline.
Ah, yes. I'm trying to think of a good example here. Oh, it's the baddie nightmare costume.
With a good sword.
Yeah, it's a very good sword. Wait, he doesn't have a name. We're fighting a guy that doesn't even have a name?
Yeah, his name's Nightmare. It's
Well, I
in the
mean,
top right corner.
but this is not, his name is not Nightmare because this is an RPG version of Soul Calibur. So instead of Nightmare, it's something like Asgardius, the keeper of the realm of Blandor.
The fourth.
The fourth. Now we're being beat up by Siegfried. It's terrible. I think we just made him angry.
And now he's dead. Cannonball!
It'd be pretty interesting if you had the extended version of the level where you can jump into the water and pummel him until the level ends.
Yeah.
And since they're dead, they can't do anything about it. Or at least KO.
This game is rated M, or it's not rated M. Any other thing, you can't say they died, you have to say they were knocked out. You and your overpowered Damascus sword.
Last
That thing does way too much damage. I'm glad they fixed it in 3 and 4.